Alright, what's up folks, it's me BaRKy and I'm here with another mod showcase from Rimworld Alpha 17, and the mod I have today, I actually have two today, but the mods I have today are actually some of the longest standing Rimworld mods that I remember at least, and I've got the Miscellaneous Core mod here, and then the Miscellaneous AI and Miscellaneous Robots, and the Miscellaneous AI comes after Robots, so on. So as you can see, we've got all these like little white like floating orb things running around called MAIs, and then we've got drones over here we've got cleaning bots that look like Roombas. If you've ever had a Roomba or something, looks like a Roomba running around over here. The entire base is pretty much automated. We do have a few colonists here, we happy few, but the rest of them are all robots, and I can actually drag them out here using Achtung. I can line them up so you can take a look at what they look like. And I can line them up over here, so when you draft them, they go into battle mode. You can kind of see they get like armor plating over them and stuff, sort of like Wall-E. If you guys have seen that movie about the fat people in the chairs and stuff, like Wall-E. So then their eyes go red, and if I undraft them, they put the gun away and they go back to being blue. This is sort of the mid transformation. Then the armor goes away. It's really cool actually. The animations are amazing on this mod. But anyways, the entire basis of this mod is that it adds in robots to the game, so that you can play with robots, you can have AI running around your colony, and they are not entirely human. So it's really cool, especially if you want people, like later on in the game, you get colonists who are just there to haul or just there to clean, and it feels like sort of a waste. So that replaces that with these hauler bots and cleaner bots, that they clean your colony and they hold things. As you can see, it has no pathing cost, so you can just walk over anything, which is really cool. And then you can see the remaining charge, because obviously they have battery, and you can see at 80%, which you can recall them. If I click recall all, it'll actually charge the battery, which you can see over there, which is really nice. And then the Roomba has the exact same. Oh, that's the disabled one. Okay, well the Roombas have the exact same, so it's really cool. These are the very basic ones though. The only way to get them, and this is from the Miscellaneous Robots mod, the only way to get these is to buy them from traders. There is no current way to build them, but they're still a lot of fun to mess around with, and traders do come often enough that you can get them relatively easily. I would say relatively easily. Now the biggest one, and probably one of the most requested mods that I get, is about the MAI mod, or Miscellaneous AI, which are these little buggers over here. They legit look like colonists, and in every single way they are a colonist, except they have no mood requirements whatsoever, and a whole lot of other little benefits, which makes them really nice, as well as being semi-geniuses. As you can see, semi-geniuses. It's pretty cool. If I go into their stats, we'll take a look at this in detail a bit later, but if I take a look, you can see they're a little bit faster than the typical human. They're not human race, so that's pretty cool. And then a few other things, they have a very high work speed, and they will almost always have 150% work speed plus, because they have an excellent mood all the time. And then the trait Android, which is the only trait they have, gives them plus 30%. So they will always work at a decent speed, which is cool. So let me go ahead and undraft you, go out of armor mode, and I'll take a look at the research. So the research tab will have a miscellaneous tab over here, and you'll get the mobile AI research to start it off. You need a high-tech research bench and microelectronics basics to get it. So it needs to be pretty late game, but not to the point where you need a multi-analyzer. But then obviously later on you may need it to research this sort of stuff, because it does take quite a while to research 3,000 at a time. It's pretty crazy. But then once you have a mobile AI, you can build this thing called Automatic AI Assembler, which if I click this button, you can find it in the production tab. Automatic AI Assembler for 100 silver, 250 steel, and 25 uranium. And I click this button, and you can see MAI 47 is just holding some silver, so we need 350 silver and 500 steel. Hopefully will come soon. And there we go. So then you can see it starts building it, and it consumes the silver and the steel. And then once it's done, it'll poop out this mobile AI, which you can then activate over here. So then I put the mobile AI down, and it gives me a whole lot of builds that I can choose to enable. So I've activated mobile AI, and then I have activate enhanced AI. So then I'm gonna go ahead and do the normal AI, so we can just show off this quickly. So someone will come and do it. We need someone who's good enough at the job. And there we go. So we have this new MAI joining us, which is pretty cool. And if I take a look at her traits, you can see, what is a female? You can see there is no passion at all for any of these. And that's the difference between enhanced AI and non-enhanced. If I take a look at this MAI 22 over here, you can see that it has a burning passion for every single thing. Now this is a bit misleading, because if I go into the work tab, you'll see that I have a few MAIs over here who are incapable of almost everything. So if I take a look at this original one over here, you'll see that he can only do shooting, melee, and research, basically. And the reason for that is because with this tab, the miscellaneous tab, you have intellectual, caring, combat tactics, social, handling, construction, cooking, and then after construction you have mining and crafting. And only once you've researched these things can your MAIs actually do that. And that is actually not even true, because you'll need to redisable them and then enable them again. So if I deactivate this one, anesthetic, because he's getting operated on, because obviously it treats them semi-human like. Okay, I can't actually get this to activate now for some reason. I need to deactivate it and then reactivate it to be able to use all the abilities that they have. So once you've researched everything, which I have, oh there we go actually. Is even the right one? I think so. Did it just rename him? That's strange. Okay. Anyways, once you've done that, you'll see that you have access to the full range of abilities, and in total, it's not actually that much. This is about 8,000 in total to research all of this, which is not bad considering that you get basically colonists. Like, they are better than colonists actually, because they don't need to eat, they need to sleep less. Their joy is pretty much always at 100% or close to it, just because they get joy from other things. And as you can see, the needs it's at 100% all the time, which is good because it benefits their work speed, which is fantastic. Now it does add in a few other things, such as if you go into the furniture tab, you'll see that it has a recharge station, a large recharge station, and a nanite assembler. Now so far, I haven't seen any social things really happen to the point where they've gotten a girlfriend, but you do get male and female ones. So I do believe, and they can have social, so I do believe that there is a chance that they could get together, which means that you would use a large a large recharge station over here, which looks like this, which is basically a bed that two people can sleep in. So that I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in. But besides that, they are actually fantastic, because they not only do they do almost everything, they are awesome in a sense that you can use them to fight for you. So I'm going to use all these AI now. I'm going to summon in a raid. I'm going to save quickly just in case the raid happens over here. That would be terrible. Alright, so we have a raid over here. Gonna set up the AI. Go like that. As you can see, they're mobilizing. They will shoot each other because of the way I position them. At this point, once you have like 20 of these AI, I think I have like 40 in total, you can kind of see why the game gets pretty damn easy. Cool, so a few of them are getting injured, and I do want to talk about that injury quickly. Cool, because there is a tab that you can use if you press Shift K. You actually do get colonist groupings, which you can use if you want to read through this. But it's pretty nice, because it allows you to control several of them at a time. I have Achtung, so I can just drag like that, and not have to worry about it. So now, a few of them got injured, which is a good thing, because I want to show off the last thing in the furniture tab, which is a nanite assembler. So basically, these recharge stations are beds in every way, and your MAI can get healed. If I take a look at an injured MAI, he hasn't actually been treated yet. He was not treated by anyone. What happens is, if they get injured, they will automatically treat themselves. Why? Because robots can't bleed. So instead of using that, it actually has this nanite assembler, which you can fill up with plasteel, as you can see over here, and it'll feed plasteel into the robot to heal it. So its injury will go down and the HP of its limbs will go up, which is a really cool feature. Like, that is a really, really awesome feature. It's surprisingly cool, and it goes into depth, which is something I like, because I want the game to become more dynamic, and this is definitely the way to go when it comes to that sort of thing. Sorry, I'm just trying to make this look a bit more natural. Like, this didn't just get removed by some wannabe god thing. Cool, but that is the mod. There are a lot of robot mods for Rimworld. This is just, pretty much, this is just the surface of it. Barely even scratching the surface. When it comes to MAI and stuff like that. There is a different subsect of mods that are not using miscellaneous core at all. I will take a look at that. But for today, I just want to show off the most popular one, which is by far this AI mod. It's pretty good. And these robots aren't overly expensive, by the way. So, if you get over the fact that you need to actually use a AI persona core to get the enhanced one, they're not too bad. Alright, let's summon another raid. I wonder how laggy auto combat will actually make this game, because there's just so many of them. See, so now as you can see, they're actually treating themselves. So look at this guy. You'll see that the shredded doomsday rocket launcher injury will actually heal itself. There we go. And there we go. This takes a little while, but you don't have to worry about your robots ever bleeding out, which is nice. Because it's not good for a robot to lose all their oil. And as you can see, we're just healing them now. Oh, and then the railgun. Yeah. The mod also adds in a railgun. I'm not too sure why, but it just seems to add in a railgun, which is nice. It's not overly strong. Or anything like that. Anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. I will be taking a look, as I said, at the rest of the MAI mods. In fact, I may just be doing those videos for the next week, because there's so many of them. It's just a vast grouping of mods. But yeah, definitely go take a look at the Misc mods. Anything, miscellaneous AI, miscellaneous core, miscellaneous robots, whatever else. There are a few other ones like miscellaneous robots plus, which are not made by the original mod maker, but that's okay. Like, that's really okay because they're really awesome. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hey you! Thanks so much for making it to the end of my video. I really, really appreciate it. Editing videos is both my hobby and my passion, and with that in mind, I've decided to open up a Patreon if you'd like to support me besides in the amazing ways that my subscribers already usually do. I've got loads of perks and benefits, including having your own personally custom-made colonist, being one of my default colonists in the mod showcases, special roles on Discord, joining me while I stream, monthly Q&As and podcasts. I've got it all. Come take a look. All support is always appreciated, monetarily or not. If you're a subscriber, then be sure to hit the little bell over here to always be up to date with videos I push out, and head over to the Discord if you ever want to have a deep and meaningful chat with me. And last but not least, I hope you're having an amazing day.